I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 27th of September. And hey, the heat wave, it's gone, out of here. We might not see 90s until next summer, and that's fine with most folks. It's been a long, hot one, so it's nice to have the cool air in place. Let's look at some of the Skycam images around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Inverness, you can see some pretty good development with the cumulus field. That's because the air aloft is so cold with a very deep upper trough, and you can see off in the distance pretty good downpour that is moving over Birmingham. Not there in Shelby County at that camera site, but pretty much over the Birmingham metro area, the downtown area. We'll go down to Montevallo, also in Shelby County. The sky there coming from the campus of the University of Montevallo. Got that really nice blue sky there with the cumulus field. And pretty much the same sky down in Chilton County at Clanton. Hey, forget the 90s. In fact, look at Coleman. They're sitting at 60 degrees at 2 o'clock. Goodness gracious. You go from being way above average to way below average in no time. Most folks in the middle 70s, Birmingham and Anniston 74, Tuscaloosa 75 at 2 o'clock. And those numbers are way below average. We typically would be 82 or 83 this time of the year. There's the radar at 217, and you can see that we've got these scattered showers, not especially widespread. We got some rain falling up in parts of Etowah, Blount, Marshall, and DeKalb counties. A little rain up around Athens, up in the Tennessee Valley. And there's a closer look at the Birmingham Metro at 211. You can see some pretty good downpours up Highway 78, up there toward Forestdale and Adamsville. Pretty good little shower there falling not too far from Bessemer. And those are drifting to the east-northeast, and all of these fade away later this evening. And, of course, the big story is the cooler air. Look at the temperatures over the east. Yeah, numbers up there in Cincinnati, only around 60 degrees at 2 o'clock. Same thing again for Cullman there. You saw north of Birmingham. The warmer readings are out west, where Los Angeles and San Diego are finally having a summer. After one of their coolest summers on record, they're getting some heat out there. Got a slight risk of severe weather for the rest of today and tonight on the eastern seaboard, from near Jacksonville north to around Wilmington and Atlantic City. And the big rains for the next 5 days up and down the East Coast. The bullseye, 9 inches just northeast of Charleston. And that's suggesting just a little bit here, and that's with the activity this afternoon. After today, we go dry for a while. Tropics, so far so good. You know, we've been dodging all of these systems, and it looks like we'll still be okay. Now, we've got the area to watch is down there in the Caribbean. The guys at NHC have that as a 40% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone. I think it does. The name will be Nicole. It moves northeast, maybe skirting Miami and Key West, but that's going to parallel the east coast of the United States. It should not be a problem for the Gulf Coast up here. And that's why. Look at the trough over the east. Wow. Hadn't seen something like that in a long time. That's the reason the weather is so different today. And again, down below that, and again, I say this is tomorrow at 1 o'clock, by the way. And there's the surface chart. We'll be in a nice dry slot. Should be hard to find a decent cloud in the sky. And again, temperature is absolutely delightful. Highs tomorrow, well, both the GFS and the NAM are printing 77. Sounds about right. We'll start the day in the low 50s. Some of the cooler spots could wind up in the 40s. Wednesday, here comes what could be Nicole coming up toward Miami. We stay dry. Thursday, tropical low is really sitting on the Carolina coast, the North Carolina coast, and that could be problematic with wind and rain. But again, around here, a northerly flow. Just great weather for the rest of this week. Highs, I don't know, we might get up in the lower mid-80s on Thursday, but a fresh supply of cool air sets in for the weekend. There's Friday. And there's Saturday. Look at the trough over the east. Goodness gracious, down below that, what a great day. There's that new surge of cooler air. Highs in the 70s, and again, lows well down in the 50s. Same thing on Sunday. Great weekend for football, whatever you got going on outdoors. In a week from today, yeah, we see that new tropical system coming up from the south while we stay dry. And really, it's the same thing. It just seems like now that there's a mean trough over the east, these things are going to want to go to the northeast and bypass us well to the east. And if we can escape this hurricane season without any major issues in the Gulf, we will be very, very fortunate indeed. And by the way, after Nicole, the next name is Otto. Yeah, you got to like that name. There's the 5th. If that's Otto, it just kind of hangs around. The 6th, it just meanders down there in the southeastern Gulf. We'll go to the 7th. Look at the trough, I'm telling you. Now we got a mean trough over the east, and if anything is down there, it kind of lifts northeast up on the Atlantic coast. We get a nice surge of cool air. We'll check the end of the forecast on the 13th. The flow flattens out a little bit with more of a weak zonal flow here, and again, that looks very uneventful. So again, no sign of any Gulf hurricanes for the next 15 days on modeling at this point, and that is a good thing. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, the next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.